It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. On the return, Deontay Harris. And he'll go down at the 2-yard line.
Yo.
What a disaster there.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Now
damn. Oh, I ain't even want to hit you, bro. Oh, my bad. I ain't even want to hit you. All right. So you got the screen? Say no more. All right. All right, back. Three.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Goal line. Here's Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson.
What happened, Logan?
The reception good for 7. It's third down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Here's Allen to throw it. He completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. Singletary, a first down and more. And all the way up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Throw left side going to be taken in by Harris. And he goes out right around the 39. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Here's Harris to return it. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Here's Harris to return it. And able to get this out to the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory right at the 40. Allen's throw going to be taken in by Knox. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. 2nd down and 3. Singletary here running out of the gun. Singletary, a first down and more. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. 44 yards for him on the ground in his first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year. First trip to the red zone for the Bills. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line.
56.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. From 10 yards out, and the Bills have cut it to within a score. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. They'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Micah Hyde. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Allen. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Allen now looks to throw. On the slant, he's got Davis. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. So there is the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Now returning it, Antonio Callaway. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Off of play action, Tagovailoa drops this off with Nwangu. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Toward the sideline, did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki. That'll bring up 2nd down. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Allen's pass complete to Deontay Harris. It's a gain of 5.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Play action. Now it's Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 57 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. On 2nd down and 4. Allen eluding the pressure right. This is caught. Touchdown, Bills. Gabriel Davis, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills will extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Callaway, the return man. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
On 2nd and 9, Tua. And this will be caught by Mooney. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. There's Mooney with another catch. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. To a hit, and the ball is out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. The 40. He's at the 30. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Callaway, the return man. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive as they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Tua, the final shot before half. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On play action, here's Tua. That's complete to Mooney. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Tua sets up to pass it. This will be caught. It's Waddle. The 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best play is just up from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Here's Harris to return it. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll give this to Singletary running right. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Allen. And Diggs has it. Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo 1st. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
From the gun, it's Allen. Flushed out right. 20. Touchdown. Devin Singletary. 47 yards. And the Bills are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. getting your back involved. What's the importance there in the passing game?
Oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense? And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Tua. Throwing left side, it's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this is back to an 8-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Here's Harris to return it. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he'll be out right at the 35. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Allen going to throw. Flush to his right. And this is incomplete. He was looking for Devin Singletary.
Bruh, so I guess I ain't got enough DBs, bruh. Hey, that's some bullshit. Yo, I'm like, man, what the fuck, dog?
Incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd
I don't know, wait, man, I'm playing with...
Allen.
Why he keep being wide open, dog? This nigga's open.
16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Open man is the tight end, John Bates. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Now Allen. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the fourth quarter. On play action, Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. In search of 8 yards on third down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. On play action, Allen. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Tua going to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Allen hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
Complete at the 1, but he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. Here's Harris to return it. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a 1-score game.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And that is incomplete. That close on 3rd down. I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
Here's Matt Hawk now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team.
A chance for Waddle on the return. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And just shutting him off there. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them a lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 29, Tua. Oh, no, he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Dances by him. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. So Allen's going to look to throw on the move to his left. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. And he just did get those feet in there on the side of the end zone. Well done.
Probably the exact size foot necessary, because I think if he had another half size, that catch doesn't count. And he's able to get it in, and it counts for a touchdown.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. Callaway, the return man. And he's going to go out of bounds on the return. He won't even get this thing back to the 10-yard line.
At their own 9-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
You know, following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to...
It's caught inside the 25. And he will be taken down inside the Buffalo 20. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Two to throw. Dancing to his left. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Tagovailoa. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he would get to the sideline here, but that a minimal gain at best. 3 yards, possibly 4. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Allen to throw. Going deep for Diggs. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. One final try for Tagovailoa. One last shot at the end zone. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown.
GG, bro. Good game, dog.
Final play. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little, too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
The extra point here is good, but the late touchdown can only draw the score a bit closer as this game is